more than 1,000 suicides on college campuses every year. It's a disturbing statistic from Emory University. And beyond campuses, one person attempts suicide in the United States every 38 seconds. Many of these people struggle in silence, feeling like they have nowhere else to turn. But twin sisters at Coastal Carolina University have made it their lives' missions to let those hurting know that there is another way. They're helping others by sharing their story.
The story starts with my freshman year. I went to another university.
Away from her sister, Baylin Miller had hoped to set herself apart from her twin Kelsey. But her first year in college didn't go quite as she had planned.
Started being anxiety-ridden, being away from my sister, being away from my home. The transition into college is extremely difficult, and not a lot of people kind of understand that until you get there and you realize that, wow, I'm alone. I'm totally alone.
Baylin says she stopped going to classes, stopped talking to friends, and found herself unable to shake the pain that she felt day in and day out.
I ended up attempting suicide my freshman year.
It was 4 years ago this month, a night that Baylin says she will never forget.
What's the day it happened?
It was like 30 seconds. A 30-second decision changed my life forever. And it's something that I deal with daily. But it happened so quickly that I wasn't aware of the consequences or what it would feel like. All I wanted was to just not feel any pain anymore.
Fortunately for Baylin, her twin sister Kelsey answered her phone just when Baylin needed her most.
I said, "What did you do?" And she said, "I did something." And she said, "And I don't know how much time I have left." And I said, "What did you do?" And she said, I did something and I don't have that much time, but I want you to know that it's not your fault and that I love you. And if I don't make it, that I want you to be strong for the both of us. And I'm sorry I couldn't be strong enough for both of us." And I can't even tell you the emotions that went through my mind. And I think that will live with me for the rest of my life.
How lucky do you feel that in that moment of complete desperation that she answered?
Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting emotional. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about that. I always tell her, and people don't understand our relationship because they're like, "Oh, you guys are twins, you're very close." But
Like, do you guys hear each other's thoughts?
no, I'm like, no, I got something better than that. She answered the phone when I was about to pass out. And she told me to hold on, and she told me that she would never give up on me. And that is the best thing anyone could ever do for me.
The memories are painful, and Baylin's struggle didn't end there. Everyone seemed to be asking why. Because to them, Baylin didn't fit the mold for someone who would try to commit suicide.
Oh my gosh, I had to sing. You could have everything. Everything could be going well for you, and you could still have this cloud over you. And so it just frustrated me a lot of times when people were like, "Well, you have everything. Well, you're so happy and you're so lucky. I didn't see it. Like, I don't understand it." I'm like, I don't understand it either. I'm not understanding it. But it happens, it just... That stereotype, it did follow me around because I felt like I had to owe people an explanation for everything.
These two have come a long way since.
I have a sense of peace knowing that it's behind me and that I can help other people that may be going through the same things as me now, because I think I'm at a point in my life where the 4 years where I'm healed.
What people don't understand is it not only affects the person that's feeling depressed, it also affects family and friends just as much. And I think mine is more of a secondary in her story, but at the same time, I think you were the motivation that helped define what I wanted to do in my life, because I want to make sure that nothing like that ever happens to anyone else.
Kelsey even changed her major and career path to counsel others going through the pain that her sister survived.
Because every day that I go to school and every time that I interact with someone that's going through this, I think of that phone call, and it's enough motivation for the rest of my life, because I thank God every single day that she's still with me.
The key is to be proactive about treatment, because you don't have to feel like this all the time. You really don't. And I thought 4 years ago that I was supposed to feel like this, and that I didn't know that it would ever get better. I didn't think it could ever get better, but it did. It took a while, but it did. And it's not going to be easy every day. I mean, I still struggle every day. It's not like a light switch. I can't turn it off and on. But you just have to make the choice to get up every day and be like, listen, okay, let's be strong here. Let's just take one step at a time, one day at a time. Don't worry about things that you can't control. Just worry about the things you can. And that's what it is. You just don't feel so overwhelmed that you know, sometimes you got to be your own hero. You can't take care of everybody else. You know, you got to worry about yourself.
Baylin and Kelsey's stories are so powerful, and people are listening. The twins are now part of a PSA documentary that will be shared on college campuses all across the country. It's an opportunity the two never imagined that they would get, and they hope that their stories will help save lives. WNBF News at 6 will be right back.